Although this is my first time in Yekaterinburg, I was very pleasantly surprised by the developments that have already come underway. It's obviously a major city in its own right, but has huge potential going forward, given its geographic location as the bridge between Europe and Asia, its history and culture, and its educational capacity for the future. And I think something like the Expo will give it the push, the catalyst, the impetus that it needs to achieve what it should do, which is to have a far larger position within the Russian cityscape, but also globally. As a participant and a speaker in the event, I found everything very professionally handled, and that is obviously positive for the future, because handling something like an expo will require far more coordination, and this was a very, very good start. It was well attended, good questions, and really good questioning. I think people were not afraid to ask difficult questions. Something like an expo is not easy to stage, and no one was hiding behind easy questions. And I think that's a testament to having the right sort of people in the conference, inviting them and then making sure they come. And that's always difficult for organisers, so well done. Well, as I said at the beginning, KPMG is a global firm. We are in 140 countries, and we have access to all the major investors around the world. There is an enormous amount of interest in Russia, and the capital exists. Obviously, what needs to happen and continue to happen is the development of the institutions to allow international investors to invest safely, securely and confidently in Russia and Russia's future. And that future is bright and sort of sits before us. So our own view remains that this is a place where people can do business, and we're here to help them navigate some of the complexities to make sure that they have a profitable time, as we do here. Sadly, I arrived late last night, but I was staying in a hotel some distance from the airport, so we certainly drove through the city, and I think that initial impression was something that I had not expected, and very, very positive. And that actually gives me the confidence to say there is already a base here, and it's about building on that base rather than starting from scratch. So impressed with everything that I've seen already. Obviously I made sure that I read about the history and the culture before I came here. And I think there's a nice symmetry that a few years after the Expo will be the 300th anniversary of the foundation of the city. So everything seems to be in the right direction. As business moves west to east, as it is, this is absolutely at the heart and at the bridge between Europe and Asia. And there is absolutely no reason why Yekaterinburg, as a major city in its own right already, and very much a future-looking city, shouldn't host the Expo. And I think it would also provide that catalyst for a city like Yekaterinburg with a rich history to look to the future.